We have another day of action to recap of the 2019 World Junior Championships. There was 4 games on the schedule yesterday, all kinds of great hockey action. We'll discuss all those games coming up next. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We review and discuss all 31 NHL teams as well as international tournaments. So if you're a huge hockey fan, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So as I mentioned off the top, we have another day of action to recap here of the 2019 World Junior Championships. Now we've already got 4 days in the books. We're working on day 5. A couple of games going this evening. But first I want to talk about yesterday's action here at the World Junior Championships. Now, to getting things started, we had Team Switzerland taking on Team Denmark. Denmark was once again shut out, and Switzerland picked up a 4-0 victory. Forward Philipp Kurashev continued to be extremely impressive with picking up a hat-trick in this game. He's been arguably one of the best players, if not the best player, so far in this tournament. I mean, there's been a few players really sticking themselves out here amongst the crowd, and Kurashev certainly is one of those guys. I mean, not only has he been the best player for Team Switzerland, but like I said, he's been one of the top, if possibly even the top player so far in this tournament. The second game of the day saw Team Finland defeat Team Slovakia by a score of 5-1. The Finns were fairly dominant in this game. They had goals from guys like Henri Jokiharju, Lundell, Virtanen, etc. Slovakia said only had the 1 goal. They've been struggling mightily in this tournament so far, and so far remain winless. Now, Team Finland, after opening with a loss against the Swedes, have gone on to win a couple of games here ever since and look much better so far in this tournament. Youngster Kaapo Kakko has certainly been very impressive as well. Of course, Kakko is expected to go near the top of the 2019 NHL draft. Most people have him going number 2, but there are some people who believe he will go number 1 and can rival Jack Hughes for that top spot. So time will tell. It's certainly a great opportunity for him to shine. And with Jack Hughes being out of action with the U.S., missing the last couple of games, it's certainly been a good opportunity for Kakko to kind of steal the spotlight here and show what he's capable of. And he's really been helping Team Finland be quite successful here over the past few games. Third game of the day saw Team Canada defeat Team Czech Republic by a score of 5-1. Now, Team Canada again dominated this game. I must say, for Team Czech Republic, their top 3 forwards being Filip Zadina, Martin Kaut, and Martin Necas, not been overly impressed with them in this tournament so far. I really, in the previews, kind of said they very well could be the top line in the tournament, but they really haven't been playing overly well, especially Filip Zadina. Really not impressed so far with his play at all in this tournament. I mean, he was a high draft pick in the 2018 draft. Many people thought Zadina and Necas especially would be in the NHL this season. The fact that they were even available to come play for the Czechs was a big boost to them. So they're arguably their most experienced guys with the most talent. They're just not coming through. Team Canada again had some dominating performance by their top line. Another goal from captain Maxime Comtois. They finally got youngster Alexis Lafreniere on the board. Of course, he's expected to go the top pick in the 2020 NHL draft. And after being called up by head coach Tim Hunter by his poor play in the previous game, he responded well with a big goal and certainly earned some more ice time and a lot more responsibility here in this game against the Team Czech Republic. Team Canada also got another goal from Morgan Frost, who's been an absolute tear so far in this tournament. He's been really playing extremely well. As I mentioned in the preview, I expect Frost to be one of the more productive forwards here for Team Canada. They also got goals from Brett Leeson and Mackenzie Entwistle. I know Entwistle's a name that wasn't as well known on Team Canada as many of the other guys heading into this tournament. I know some people kind of question the fact that he was even on this team, but the fact that he scored in every single game for Team Canada, played a big role, has been killing some penalties and providing a lot of energy for this group. So far, their decision to add him to this group looks really solid. Now, the final game of the night was probably the most entertaining between Team USA and Team Sweden. By early in the third period, Team Sweden had a 4-0 lead. Looked like they were cruising on their way to victory. They get another goal from captain Erik Brannstrom. He's now scored in every game for Team Sweden. As I mentioned before, Brannstrom and Boqvist on the back end, I really thought were going to be the catalyst to really lead Sweden this year. And as I mentioned before, they're a team that you can never count out. They always win their games, especially in the preliminary round. They were able to keep their streak alive here. Now, they hung on to win this game against the United States, but the United States came back in the third period and scored 4 consecutive goals, all by Montreal Canadiens prospect Ryan Poehling. 4 straight goals, including 2 really late in the third period, to get things tied up. They sent it to overtime, where Adam Boqvist won it for Team Sweden. And so Sweden keeps their streak alive. They've now won 47 consecutive preliminary round games. That's an absolutely astonishing feat. Unfortunately for Sweden, in that time frame, they only have 1 gold medal to show for, which is also quite astonishing when you think about it. How many times they've come to this tournament, they've been incredibly strong. They win all their games in the preliminary round, but they don't seem to get it done majority of the time in the medal rounds. But what an epic comeback by Team USA. It was absolutely crazy. They were playing their second straight game without top player Jack Hughes. So that's obviously a big blow. But guys like Josh Norris, Ryan Poehling getting more of an opportunity to play those bigger roles in the top center line minutes. And Ryan Poehling certainly had one heck of a crazy third period, getting the natural hat trick and then the tying goal, under a minute to go for Team USA. It was absolutely epic proportions. If you didn't have a chance to watch that, certainly at the very least watch the highlights. If you can find a condensed version of the game or something, certainly I highly recommend you do that. It was a very, very entertaining game. Going into overtime, Sweden was able to win it with a goal from Adam Boqvist, as I mentioned. One of the most, if not the best games so far in this 2019 World Junior Championship tournament. Now this evening there's two games on the schedule right now. We have Team Russia battling Team Switzerland, and then later we have Team Slovakia battling Team Kazakhstan. So we'll certainly be back later on to recap those games. And of course tomorrow, as well as December the 31st, New Year's Eve, there's all kinds of great action as well. Seeing as there was two games on the schedule here this evening, I very well most likely will do one recap video with those two games along with the New Year's Eve games all at one time, which will probably recap that more than likely on New Year's Day. There will be a couple of other videos going up on the channel tomorrow for New Year's Eve, so certainly stay tuned for those as well. If you're new to the channel here, I hope you consider subscribing. We cover all 31 NHL teams as well as these international tournaments. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up before you go as well. I'd appreciate it if you did. As always, thank you very much for watching, everybody. We will catch you next time.